you know, my friend Lea Scott, she she posted something this morning which I found really super interesting, and and a really cool subject. And sometimes there are things that you can't really say just writing down. Sometimes with words, or at least I find it easier to explain certain things with words. And basically, she was talking about the fact that she was walking, like looking around the web, and looking around, a lot of these different art and artists, and you know how everything has already been invented, and all that. And yes, of course, I mean, look, I'm one of those guys who really believes that everything is already been invented. Nobody's original. No one. No one is original. And and I think that you shouldn't really be fucking bothered with stuff like that. I think you should just simply, you know, just do your thing and not really bother about, originality. I think that's just like a bunch of fucking bullshit, really. I mean, I personally don't give a fuck about that, I mean, I just want to create art. I mean, think about it. Would you stop writing a letter to your friend because, everybody already wrote that same letter? I mean, you wouldn't do that, would you? Just, you would express yourself to your friend, or to your family, to anyone, the way you feel. And I think art it really is that, in a way. You might create art that it might look like anyone else's, but if you're really being like really honest, and everything is coming from your heart, from the deepest of yourself, then there is honesty in there, and and somehow there will always be a bit of originality within it. And I think that to me is the main point of making art. The only thing I would have to totally disagree with you, Lee, is this one thing. I mean, when you said that that everybody's so much better than you. I mean, that's crazy to say that. I mean, nobody's better than anybody. You do your thing, somebody else does other thing, and just because someone, is more famous, or sells more paintings, or makes more money, that doesn't, I mean, to me personally, it does not mean that that person is better than me. I mean, I'm one of those guys who thinks, that nobody's fucking better than me, bro. To me, I'm the fucking best. I mean, I respect other artists, and I look at some friends' art, and I go, wow, this guy's amazing. I mean, like at the moment, like one of my favorite artists at the moment, is an amazing artist from Portugal called Agustin Santos, and I look at his work, and I go, wow, he's amazing. But I don't think anybody's better than me. I think, people are as good as me, or they are like great artists doing their thing, and I'm doing my thing, and you are doing your thing, and that's just the way you have to look at it. You should never fucking, the minute you discredit your work to yourself, then you basically, you kind of like lose. I mean, how am I supposed to respect an artist that thinks somebody else is better than him? I mean, that's just mental. But I think, on the other hand, you're doing the right thing by just basically, continue doing what you have to do. If you do art for yourself, who gives a shit? I mean, it's like selling, and I've said this a million times, selling is simply, to me, it's just a bonus. It's something that you do and people like it, and it's an extra. You sold work, and that's cool. But don't fucking ever think that anybody's better than you. I mean, that's crazy. And some people are afraid to say they are good because they will say that you have a big ego, or, you're vain, or whatever the fuck. I mean, I don't give a shit about that. I really fucking think my stuff is fucking amazing. I don't give a shit. I don't need the approval of anybody to tell me that, and I think you should think exactly the same.